mate, you right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Excellent. What are you up to at the moment?
I'm filming.
What are you filming?
The back gate.
Why are you filming the back gate?
So I just have an interest.
You have an interest in what?
The police station.
Okay, what sort of interest?
A public interest.
A public interest,
Yes.
okay.
Do you mind identifying, please?
I'm PC Door. Charlie Delta 911
Okay.
from Lewis Police Station.
Can I help you with anything?
You're sitting in a public place, but I need to understand your motivations in filming a police station.
Okay.
You'll see there's also a security concern here, isn't there?
Right.
Of people filming police stations.
What sort of security concern?
Well, I'm sure you can work that out for yourself, can't you?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Could you
Well,
care to explain?
Well, you say to me you've got an interest in the back gate of the police station.
Yeah.
So what is that interest?
It's a public interest.
In what way?
The
Why-
public
why-
are interested.
The public interest in the back gate of the police station?
Yeah.
And why would that be?
Because the police station is paid for by the taxpayer, so I have a right to come and film it.
Okay, alright. And who are you?
I'm Pinnock.
Pinnock, okay. Have you got any ID, Pinnock?
No, sir.
None at all?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow that in your face.
This interaction might look calm on the surface, but what you're about to see unfolds into a deeply troubling example of how lawful behavior can be reinterpreted as suspicious, simply because it makes authority uncomfortable. At the center of this case is one man filming a police station from a public place, an act that is completely legal under UK law. On the other side, multiple officers who appear increasingly determined to extract identification, justify suspicion, and ultimately escalate to counter-terrorism powers. And that's where things take a sharp turn. This isn't just about film.
Details. I don't just give my details to strangers. Unless you suspect me of committing an offence, I see no reason as to why I should hand over
As I
details.
explained to you,
Yeah.
I'm trying to work out what exactly your motivation is here.
There's no ill intent.
Okay, you're telling me that. I'd like to know who you are.
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you who I am.
It makes it a little bit more suspicious then.
Not really. I'm a member of the public. I don't just have to hand over details because you say so. Come on, like, that's not how these things work.
Obviously, I'm just trying to establish what is going on here and who you are. So it makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
I'm a member of the public,
Yeah.
filming from public.
Yeah.
That's what you need to know. Are we happy with that?
I'm not particularly happy at the moment, no.
All right, so how do we...
I'd like to know who you are.
Well, you're not going to find out. I don't carry ID.
But you can tell me who you are.
I'm not going to. So how do we proceed?
Makes it difficult, doesn't it?
Not really. Like, I'm not committing an offence.
At this stage, the interaction still appears outwardly cordial, but the foundations are already cracking. The officer repeatedly presses for a motivation behind filming, despite the auditor clearly stating that he is acting within a public interest. This is a critical point. In UK law, there is no requirement for a member of the public to justify why they are filming from a public place. Yet the questioning continues, circling the same issue again and again, as though persistence alone might manufacture suspicion. Notice how the phrase security concern is used, but never defined. When asked to explain what that concern actually is, the officer deflects, implying that the danger should be self-evident.
So now my colleague's trying to ask your name so we can just clarify who you are. Because we don't know who you are. You could be known to us for a number of reasons. We might not be known to us. But
Okay.
we just need to work out who you are. But you're refusing to tell us your details.
That's right. I don't see how this is suspicious. Like, what?
We've been alerted to you recording the police station because someone's deemed it suspicious.
Would you mind identifying yourself?
Yeah, PC Captain. I work at a Lewis Police Station.
All right. People want to know how their tax money is being spent, upkeep of the building. The taxpayer pays for the police service, for the building.
Yeah.
So any member of the public has an obligation to come and film from public. I don't appreciate, things such as hostile reconnaissance and stuff.
That's just concerns that we have. If members of the public or someone has alerted us to a male recording in the back of the police station, it's just one of the things that will cross our mind. So we're not necessarily that saying that's what we're doing, but actually we've got a right to
Yeah, you're well within your right to ask me questions, but just alluding to things like hostile reconnaissance, I don't think is a good.
This moment marks a subtle but dangerous shift in tone. The auditor calmly and correctly asserts that he is not committing an offense, and therefore has no obligation to identify himself. Instead of acknowledging that legal reality, the officer reframes the refusal itself as suspicious. This is a fundamental inversion of civil liberties. Exercising a legal right cannot lawfully become the justification for suspicion. If it does, then the right effectively ceases to exist. That what's especially concerning is the language used. It makes it more suspicious. That statement alone reveals a misunderstanding of the law. Suspicion must exist independently of a person's refusal to cooperate beyond what the law requires.
Well, there's
suspicions.
Well, there's a first time for everything. I mean, I don't need to.
Trying to hide your details, which also raises suspicions.
I'm not trying to hide anything. I don't have, I'm here in public. My face isn't covered. I'm not trying to hide anything. I've explained to you why I'm here. I don't feel like I need to account for my presence.
Okay, mate. But look, this is very, whether you think it's normal or not, this is very unusual circumstances.
Okay.
And you're not giving us your details, which just raises suspicion.
Okay.
You're filming a police station.
I understand.
You've freely admitted to us, okay? So this time you're detained for a search under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, okay?
Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm PC Door for Lewis Police Station, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
could you explain to me the grounds for the search?
Stay your hands out
I'm
your
not going to
pocket for me.
obstruct. Can I put the phone down?
Can I hold your phone?
I'll just put it down like this. Can I get a copy of the search slip, please?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you understand that now you may be liable to
Of course I
civil
understand that,
proceedings in a civil court.
Yes, absolutely.
Because you've just abused my rights.
Well, I don't think I've abused your rights, have
I
I?
think you have.
Okay.
Because there were no grounds other than the fact that no one in all your time of being here has filmed a police station before. There's photography guidance on the Met Police website.
On the Met Police website?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's guidance about photographers, public photographers, and how the Terrorism Act shouldn't be used to interfere with people recording from a public place. In any case, you should be engaging with public photographers to help identify criminals.
We are engaging.
I know, so what was the reason for the search? What, because I wouldn't give my details?
But so we have explained, obviously you're being here, you haven't given us really much details.
I don't need to give you any details.
This is the most critical escalation in the entire encounter. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act is not a casual power. It allows police to stop and search a person only when there is reasonable suspicion that they are a terrorist. That is an extraordinarily high legal threshold. Filming a police station and refusing to provide personal details do not meet it. Not remotely. Yet listen carefully to the reasoning offered. The suspicion appears to rest entirely on two lawful acts, and the assertion that the behavior is unusual. Unusual is not unlawful. Rare is not suspicious. And personal discomfort is not legal justification. The danger here isn't just misuse, it's normalization.
Like, I could exercise my right to not even speak, and you can't interfere with me.
I don't know who you are, so I don't know if you're known to us for any reasons, okay? So how would I find that out if I don't know who you are? So you could have given us your name, your date of birth.
I don't need to, though. What's that? What are you deliberating over? I'm free to go, right?
Well, the legislation.
Yeah.
You've obviously refused your details.
Yeah.
And the legislation covers us to be able to search you.
Yes.
And also to examine your phone as well.
Right, but the search is complete. You said the search is complete.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
And that I'm free to go.
Yeah, but the power's still.
Well, no, the power's no, because the search is complete. You should have launched with that.
Show us your phone anyway.
I don't need to show you the phone.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. The search is complete, sir.
Under Section 43.
The search is complete.
I've completed the search now, but you wanted a copy of the search.
No, just because we finished physically touching you.
Yeah, but the search was complete. I was free to go. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right. You said the search is over. You need to be very careful about what you do now.
Okay. Can you show us your phone? Yeah.
No, I don't want to show you the phone. No.
But the power allows us to. So.
No, it doesn't. The process was complete. You said I'm no longer detained and I'm free to go. Am I still detained?
Yeah. No, you're not detained.
Okay,
no, no.
thank you. Yeah, but am I free to go?
You are free to go.
All right, go. Now you're just stretching your jurisdiction. Now, listen, you guys have already messed up. I suggest you don't take this any further.
Show us what's on your phone.
Why should I show you on the phone?
You
Well,
can
what?
You can control it.
I don't want to consensually show you what's on the phone.
But it's not with consent because we're exercising the power to do it.
Well, it is with consent because I don't need to show you what's on the phone. All I've done is film this.
Well, then I'll take it and have a look at it.
So you're going to seize the phone if I don't show you?
Yeah.
Okay, so under duress and under threat.
Here we see the officers lean heavily on a familiar justification. A member of the public reported it as suspicious. While police absolutely must respond to reports, a report does not equal reasonable suspicion. The responsibility to assess legality rests with the officer, not the caller. Otherwise, public opinion becomes a proxy for law. What follows is a clear example of circular reasoning. The activity is suspicious because it was reported. It was reported because it looks suspicious. And it looks suspicious because it's unusual. At no point does this loop touch on objective indicators of criminality or terrorism. The invocation of hostile reconnaissance is a powerful rhetorical move, and a deeply problematic one. It carries emotional weight, but no evidential substance in this context. Simply filming infrastructure does not constitute hostile intent, especially when done openly, without concealment, and from a public space. The auditor correctly identifies this as speculative and disproportionate. That what's telling is the officer's admission that this is something that will cross our mind. That phrase matters. Suspicion cannot be based on what crosses someone's mind. It must be supported by objective facts.
Having my property stolen and seized.
No,
I'm
under the Terrorism Act.
Yes, but the search was complete, Sergeant.
No.
I don't want to show you the phone.
No.
The search was complete.
The physical search of you was complete.
The search was complete. I was free to go. You said I'm no longer detained. The search extends to my phone.
Power extends to your phone.
No, the search extends to my phone. You should have done that whilst the search was ongoing. I don't want to show you the phone.
So we will seize the phone if you don't give it to us.
All right, I'm going to show you. All right, I'm going to show you under duress and under threat of having my property seized. I'm going to show you. Okay.
So we've got another phone.
I've got another phone. That's right. This is my personal phone.
My colleague would like to look at that one, please.
Why? I haven't used this phone to
It's the same.
I haven't used this phone to record.
The legislation doesn't specify that.
No, you're just violating my rights, right? You're violating my rights at the moment.
Definitely not.
No, you certainly are. You're behaving like a tyrant. This is way beyond the powers.
This is obviously not the first time that you've come to a police station to film, because I can see on here that you've done it a few times before.
Okay.
But you didn't tell us that earlier. So
I don't have to tell you that.
No, you
Well,
lied.
it's not. Well, it's... Pick this back up. I don't have to explain my motivation.
You don't have to, but then you raise suspicion, don't you?
But the search was complete, and then you've then gone and looked through my phone. And under threat of it being seized, I've allowed you to do so.
The search wasn't complete.
The search was complete. The search extends to the phone during the time in which I was detained. The time in which the search was complete. That's it. You can't then go and... Yes, because I can still be here. I'm in a public place. You said that I'm free to go, so I'm free to stay. So the search was complete, and then you've then taken it upon yourself to take my phone from me and look through it.
Once the search is declared complete, the legal authority ends. Full stop. Any further examination, especially of personal devices, requires fresh, lawful grounds. What happens next appears to ignore that boundary entirely. The demand to inspect the phone, under threat of seizure, places the auditor in a position of coercion. Consent given under threat is not consent at all. Even more troubling is the attempt to retroactively justify this intrusion by what is found on the phone. Discovering other videos does not validate the original suspicion. It only confirms that the auditor does this lawfully elsewhere. This case is a textbook example of how lawful behavior can be escalated into a serious rights violation when legal thresholds are misunderstood or ignored. Filming from a public place is legal. Remaining silent is legal. Refusing identification is legal. None of these actions, individually or combined, amount to reasonable suspicion of terrorism. The repeated reliance on unusual behavior and personal discomfort reveals a dangerous erosion of objective policing standards. The officers involved did some things correctly, identifying themselves, providing a search record, but those procedural steps do not excuse the misuse of power that followed.